Welcome to my channel Valuable Rare Coins because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and sought-after coins in American history, the United States of America 1-cent coin from 1937. This little copper beauty might look simple, but trust me, it holds a story of rarity, history, and unimaginable value. So sit back, listen carefully, and who knows, you might be holding a small fortune without even realizing it. The year 1937 was a time when the United States was still recovering from the Great Depression, and every penny truly mattered. Yet, even in these hard times, the U.S. Mint continued producing coins of remarkable craftsmanship and enduring legacy. The 1937 1-cent coin, featuring the famous Lincoln wheat design, wasn't just another coin, it became a symbol of resilience and national pride. On its obverse, we see the timeless portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse proudly displays the two wheat ears framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, reminding everyone of the value of hard work and unity. Now, what makes the 1937 1-cent coin stand out among collectors isn't just its design or age. It's the presence of rare minting errors and unique features that have made certain specimens incredibly valuable. Some of these coins were struck with mistakes that turned them into numismatic legends. For example, the famous 1937 double die variety, where the details on Lincoln's face, date, or inscriptions appear slightly doubled, is one of the most desirable versions. This doubling occurred when the coin die struck the planchet twice slightly off-aligned, creating a subtle but visible shadow effect on the text and design. The sharper and clearer the doubling, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. Another stunning variant that collectors hunt for is the off-center strike, where the design of the coin appears shifted from its normal position. Sometimes, you'll see part of Lincoln's portrait missing or the rim unevenly thick on one side. These off-center strikes happened when the coin blank wasn't perfectly aligned in the press, and although it was a mistake back then, today it's one of the features that makes the coin so special and sought after. Each one of these error coins is unique, meaning no two are exactly alike, and that's what makes them treasures worth collecting. Let's not forget the die cracks and lamination errors that can appear on some 1937 pennies. A die crack looks like a thin raised line across the coin, formed when the die began to wear or break during minting. Lamination errors, on the other hand, create peeling or flaking of the metal surface, which happen due to imperfections in the metal alloy used at the time. These tiny flaws tell the story of the minting process itself, giving each coin its own identity and charm. For serious collectors, such details turn an ordinary coin into a masterpiece of history and rarity. The 1937 Lincoln cent was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The ones with the D mint mark from Denver and the S mint mark from San Francisco are particularly exciting because some of them carry distinct variations that collectors crave. Over the years, these coins have gained tremendous attention at major coin shows and auctions. Enthusiasts are constantly searching for pristine, uncirculated pieces or those with these rare errors, as they continue to appreciate in value with every passing year. Imagine finding one of these rare beauties tucked away in an old coin jar or hidden among your family's heirlooms. Many people have discovered valuable 1937 pennies purely by accident, not realizing they had a treasure worth thousands sitting right in front of them. The thrill of identifying such a coin, the weight, the shine, the tiny imperfections that make it unique, is what makes coin collecting such an exciting adventure. It's not just about money. It's about holding a piece of American history in your hands. Collectors and experts around the world consider the 1937 1-cent coin to be a must-have addition to any serious collection. Whether it's the double die, the off-center strike, or the subtle die crack, each rare variation tells a different chapter of the coin's incredible journey. Auctions have seen fierce bidding wars over these coins, and their value keeps climbing as fewer perfect examples remain in circulation. The demand is high, and the excitement is even higher, And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the 1937 United States 1-cent coin in its rarest and most pristine form, especially with a major minting error, has been known to sell for an astonishing $98,000. Yes, you heard that right. A single copper penny from 1937 could be worth $98,000 today. Second rare coin. We're turning our attention to a truly remarkable piece of American numismatic history, the United States of America 1-cent coin from 1944 with the Denver Mint mark, famously known as the 1944 D penny. This coin may seem like a simple copper cent at first glance, but it carries a story of rarity, history, and incredible value that makes collectors around the globe chase after it relentlessly. So listen carefully, because this is a coin you'll want to know about and maybe even add to your collection someday. The year 1944 was an extraordinary time in American history. World War II was still raging, and every penny carried a piece of the nation's spirit and resilience. The Lincoln cent, designed by Victor David Brenner, had already been in circulation for decades, featuring the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the classic wheat ears on the reverse. The 1944 D penny, however, became special not just for its design, but for its unique place in history and the extraordinary variations that emerged during its minting. What makes the 1944 D 1-cent coin so highly sought after by collectors are the rare errors and variations that occurred during production. One of the most famous of these is the 1944 D copper penny itself, which is distinct because the vast majority of 1944 pennies were struck on steel planchets due to wartime copper shortages. Occasionally, a coin slipped through the minting process with a copper composition instead of the standard steel, making it incredibly rare and highly desirable. The thrill of holding one of these error coins is indescribable because it's not just a coin, it's a piece of history that survived against all odds. Another fascinating feature that collectors look for is the doubled die variety. In this version, you might notice subtle doubling on Lincoln's profile, the date, or even the inscriptions on the coin. This doubling occurs when the die strikes the planchet slightly off alignment during the minting process, creating an effect that makes each coin one of a kind. Coins with pronounced doubling, sharp details, and well-preserved surfaces are considered top-tier finds and can command incredible prices in auctions and private sales. Off-center strikes and die cracks are also highly collectible features that appear on some 1944 D pennies. An off-center strike occurs when the coin blank isn't perfectly aligned in the press, leading to a portion of Lincoln's portrait being missing or a rim that is thicker on one side. Die cracks, on the other hand, appear as tiny raised lines across the coin, telling a story about the wear and tear of the minting dies themselves. Coins exhibiting these kinds of errors are extremely rare and are prized because no two are exactly alike. They are tiny works of art created by chance during the production process. Collectors also pay attention to the coin's condition, which plays a massive role in its value. A 1944 D penny in uncirculated or near mint condition can be worth a fortune because the vast majority of these coins were circulated heavily and show signs of wear. Coins with sharp details, no scratches, and vibrant luster are considered pristine and can sell for thousands, sometimes even tens of thousands of dollars, to passionate collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for a piece of history over the years. 1944 D pennies with notable errors or in exceptional condition have made headlines at auctions and coin shows around the world. Bidding wars erupt for these coins because they are so rare, and collectors know that finding one is like discovering a hidden treasure. The excitement of spotting one in a collection or stumbling upon it in a jar of old coins is what keeps collectors hooked and makes the 1944 D penny a legend in the numismatic community. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for. The 1944 D United States 1-cent coin, in its rarest forms and best conditions, has been known to sell for an astonishing $87,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. This small penny, carrying the history of the 1940s and unique minting errors, could be worth $87,000 today. Third expensive coin. We are exploring a truly remarkable piece of American numismatic history, the United States of America 1-cent coin from 1917 with the S mint mark. This is not just any penny, it is a coin that has captured the hearts of collectors worldwide because of its rarity, historical significance, and extraordinary potential value. So stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you might see a penny in your collection in a whole new light. The year 1917 was a pivotal time in American history. The nation was in the midst of World War I, and every coin carried the weight of a country striving to make its mark on the world stage. The 1917 S. Lincoln cent, produced at the San Francisco Mint, is a testament to the craftsmanship and care that went into American coinage during that era. On the obverse, we see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the beloved president whose legacy symbolizes unity and perseverance. The reverse features the iconic wheat ears, symbolizing prosperity and growth during challenging times. Every detail on this coin tells a story, and it's these details that make it highly sought after by collectors. What truly sets the 1917 S penny apart is its rarity and the presence of unique minting errors. Some of these coins display the double die variety, which collectors absolutely adore. On these coins, you might notice subtle doubling in Lincoln's profile, the date, or the inscriptions on the coin. This effect occurs when the die strikes the coin more than once in slightly different positions, creating a shadowed or doubled image. Coins with clear, well-defined doubling are exceptionally rare and can dramatically increase a coin's value. Another fascinating feature that makes the 1917 S so collectible is the occurrence of off-center strikes and die cracks. Off-center strikes happen when the coin blank isn't perfectly aligned in the press, causing part of Lincoln's image or the wheat ears to appear missing or uneven. Die cracks, on the other hand, appear as raised lines across the coin surface, revealing the story of the minting process and the stress the dies endured. Each coin with these imperfections is unique, and collectors value them highly because no two are exactly alike. Condition plays a massive role in determining the value of a 1917 S penny. Coins in uncirculated or near-perfect condition are especially prized. The majority of these coins were used in everyday transactions, which makes finding one with sharp details, original luster, and nowhere a truly extraordinary discovery. Coins that retain these qualities can command incredible prices at auctions, sometimes attracting intense bidding wars among collectors who recognize the historical and numismatic significance of this rare penny. Over the years, the 1917 S. Lincoln cent has appeared in several high-profile auctions, often achieving astonishing results. Collectors from all over the world are constantly on the lookout for these coins because they represent a combination of history, artistry, and scarcity that is difficult to match. The excitement of finding one in a collection, whether it is tucked away in a coin jar or passed down through generations, is what makes the hunt for rare coins so thrilling. And now, the moment every collector has been waiting for, the 1917 S. United States 1-cent coin, in its rarest forms and pristine condition, has been known to sell for an astonishing $150,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. A single penny from 1917, struck at the San Francisco Mint, could be worth $150,000 today. Especially, we're diving into a truly remarkable piece of American numismatic history, the United States of America 1-cent coin from 1952 with the Denver mint mark. This coin may look like an ordinary penny at first glance, but it holds a story of rarity, history, and high collector demand that makes it a dream find for anyone passionate about coins. So stay with me, because this is a coin you will want to know about in detail. The year 1952 was a dynamic period in America, a time of post-war growth and optimism. The Lincoln cent, designed by Victor David Brenner, had already been a staple of American currency for decades, but certain 1952 D pennies have become legends in the world of coin collecting. On the obverse, we see Abraham Lincoln's timeless portrait, representing perseverance and leadership, while the reverse showcases the classic wheat ears, a symbol of prosperity and hard work. Every detail of this coin reflects the care and craftsmanship of the United States Mint, and it's these details that make it so highly prized by collectors around the globe. What truly sets the 1952 D penny apart is its rarity and the presence of exceptional minting errors. One of the most sought-after varieties is the double die obverse, where Lincoln's profile, the date, or the inscriptions appear slightly doubled. This occurs when the die strikes the planchet twice in slightly misaligned positions, creating a shadow effect that makes the coin instantly recognizable to trained collectors. Coins with sharp and distinct doubling are extremely rare and can drastically increase in value, making them some of the most exciting pieces to discover. Another fascinating feature that makes the 1952 D coin so collectible is the occurrence of off-center strikes and die cracks. An off-center strike happens when the coin blank is misaligned in the press, causing part of Lincoln's image or the wheat ears to appear incomplete or shifted. Die cracks appear as tiny raised lines along the coin's surface, revealing the stress and wear on the minting dies themselves. These errors may have been accidental, but today they are highly prized because they make each coin one of a kind and incredibly interesting for collectors who love the story behind every flaw. Condition plays a massive role in determining the value of a 1952 D penny. Coins in uncirculated or near-perfect condition are especially sought after. Most pennies were used in daily circulation, which makes it extremely rare to find one with no signs of wear and with crisp details. Coins that retain their original luster and sharp design are considered top-tier collectibles and are often the centerpiece of serious coin collections. They attract intense bidding at auctions and are highly desired by collectors who understand the significance of both rarity and condition. Over the years, the 1952 D Lincoln cent has appeared in numerous high-profile auctions, often fetching astonishing prices. Collectors from all over the world chase after these coins because they combine history, artistry, and scarcity in one small, copper package. The thrill of discovering one in a coin jar, a family collection, or even at a local coin shop is unmatched, making the hunt for this coin an exciting adventure for anyone passionate about numismatics. And now, the moment every collector has been waiting for. The 1952 D United States 1-cent coin, especially in its rarest and finest condition, has been known to sell for an astounding $60,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. This small penny, struck at the Denver Mint and featuring unique minting features, could be worth $60,000 today. Next coin, we are diving into a remarkable piece of American numismatic history, the United States of America 1-cent coin from 1957. At first glance, it may seem like a simple penny, but trust me, this coin holds a world of history, rarity, and collector demand that makes it an extraordinary find. If you are a coin enthusiast, pay close attention because this is one coin that can truly elevate your collection. The year 1957 was a period of growth and transformation in the United States, and the Lincoln cent was already a beloved symbol of American history. The obverse features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, capturing his determination and enduring legacy, while the reverse shows the classic wheat ears, symbolizing prosperity and growth. Each detail on this coin tells a story, and it is these details that make the 1957 penny a gem for collectors. This coin is not just currency, it's a piece of history, a tangible connection to a time when the nation was moving forward with optimism and strength. What makes the 1957 penny truly special is the rare errors and unique variations that can appear in certain coins. One of the most sought-after varieties is the double die obverse, where Lincoln's profile, the inscriptions, or the date appear doubled due to misalignment during the minting process. These doubled images are subtle but unmistakable, and coins with clear doubling are considered extremely rare and valuable. Collectors love these coins because each one is unique, making them highly desirable in the market. Another feature that adds to the allure of the 1957 penny is off-center strikes and die cracks. An off-center strike happens when the coin blank is misaligned in the press, causing part of Lincoln's image or the wheat ears to appear incomplete. Die cracks, which appear as raised lines on the coin's surface, tell the story of the wear and stress on the minting dies. Each coin with these features is one of a kind, giving collectors an exciting challenge to find and appreciate these special characteristics. Condition is also a critical factor in the value of the 1957 penny. Coins in uncirculated or near-perfect condition are particularly rare and highly coveted. Most of these pennies were used in everyday transactions, which makes it increasingly difficult to find one with sharp details, original luster, and no signs of wear. A pristine 1957 penny can become a centerpiece in a collection, attracting serious collectors and commanding impressive prices at auctions around the world over the years. The 1957 Lincoln cent has appeared in notable auctions and private sales, often drawing intense bidding from collectors who understand its rarity and historical significance. Coins with errors, perfect condition, or unusual characteristics consistently perform exceptionally well in the market. The excitement of discovering one of these coins, whether hidden in a jar of old pennies or in a long-forgotten collection, is what makes numismatics such an engaging and thrilling hobby. And now, for the moment every coin enthusiast has been waiting for. The United States of America 1-cent coin from 1957, especially in rare varieties or pristine condition, has been known to sell for an astonishing $40,000. Yes, this small penny, carrying over 60 years of history and unique minting characteristics, could be worth $40,000 today. Last unique coin, we are taking a closer look at an extraordinary piece of American numismatic history, the United States of America 1-cent coin from 1947. At first glance, it might seem like a simple penny, but this coin holds immense significance, incredible rarity, and a level of collector demand that makes it truly special. If you are passionate about coins, listen closely because this is a coin you absolutely need to know about. The year 1947 was a unique time in American history, a period of post-war rebuilding and economic growth. The Lincoln cent, designed by Victor David Brenner, had already been circulating for decades, but certain 1947 pennies stand out as legends in the collector world. The obverse of the coin features the timeless portrait of Abraham Lincoln, representing determination, leadership, and enduring legacy. On the reverse, the iconic wheat ears symbolize prosperity, resilience, and the hard work of the American people. Every detail of this coin reflects the craftsmanship of the United States Mint, making it not just currency, but a piece of living history that tells a story with every glance. What truly sets the 1947 penny apart is its rarity and the presence of fascinating minting errors. One of the most sought-after varieties is the double-die obverse, where Lincoln's profile, the date, or the inscriptions appear slightly doubled. This happens when the minting die strikes the coin more than once in slightly different positions, creating a shadow effect that is unmistakable to collectors. Coins with clear and sharp doubling are extremely rare and highly coveted, instantly elevating their value and making them a prized addition to any collection. Another feature that makes the 1947 penny so collectible is the presence of off-center strikes, die cracks, and repunched mint marks. An off-center strike occurs when the coin blank is not perfectly aligned in the press, causing part of Lincoln's image or the wheat ears to appear shifted or incomplete. Die cracks appear as raised lines on the coin's surface, revealing the stress and wear endured by the minting dies themselves. Some coins also display repunched mint marks, where the mint mark appears slightly duplicated due to the die being punched more than once. Each of these characteristics makes the coin one of a kind, providing collectors with a fascinating story behind every flaw and imperfection. Condition plays a crucial role in the value of the 1947 penny. Coins that are uncirculated or in near-perfect condition are particularly rare and highly desirable. Most pennies were used in everyday transactions, which makes finding one with sharp details, original luster, and no wear exceptionally difficult. A well-preserved 1947 penny can become the centerpiece of a collection, attracting serious collectors and commanding incredible prices at auctions worldwide. Coins with both rarity and pristine condition are consistently in high demand among numismatists. Over the years, the 1947 Lincoln cent has appeared in several notable auctions. generating significant interest from collectors who recognize its historical and numismatic importance. Coins with minting errors, flawless condition, or unusual varieties often achieve astonishing results, and the excitement surrounding these auctions highlights just how coveted this coin truly is. The thrill of discovering a 1947 penny in a jar of old coins, a long-forgotten collection, or even in circulation is unmatched, making it a dream find for any serious collector. And now, the moment every coin enthusiast has been waiting for: the United States of America 1-cent coin from 1947, especially in rare varieties or pristine condition, has been known to sell for an extraordinary $100,000. Yes, this small penny, carrying decades of history and unique minting features, could be worth $100,000 today. So take a close look at your coin collections, examine each piece with care, and imagine holding a tangible piece of American history in your hands. If you've ever found a 1947 penny or any coin with fascinating errors, leave a comment below and share your story with fellow collectors. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on discovering more incredible coin treasures. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your next find be as rare and valuable as the legendary 1947 penny.